one, go.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Mutated Kalos. Last session, the party explored the Santalune forest, in which they encountered practically a maze, and after getting lost numerous times and collecting some loot along the way, the group met a ghost-typed pansage, or, the guardian of the forest, along with a Pansol, yes, who had informed them that the forest was mostly not magically enchanted, but under his control, as he has been there since the bombs fell. And as they take their quest north towards Santalune City, after an encounter with two small little baby bugs, Weedy the Weedle and Skitters the Scatterbug, two mafia-like bug Pokemon, who antagonized the party for a small amount of time before they were like, we can't take them they're too small, and then proceeded to walk away.
Sorry about that.
It's cool. And as those of you watching will not know, there was a mini session halfway through, or not, that revolved around Rowyn and what he was doing while the others were exploring Santalune Forest. I think the best way to explain this is you've all woken up from your night of sleep with, restored everything, you're feeling good. And then Ravari, who had set Rowyn's room ball to the side as she slept because she didn't want him to pop out in the middle of her bag and rip her bag, you all wake up to... it's okay, it's not that complicated, just don't worry. You hear the sound of a Pokeball opening and the scream of a voice you've never heard before saying, Wizardon! And it wakes all of you up. Rory shoots up and, coughs up a bunch of smoke. And she's like, what the...
Ciara jumps up and gets ready to slice at something with her claws.
Ready?
Yeah. Ciara's just like, what the hell was that?
Yeah, Mettie and Doc gonna do anything?
Sorry, what was happening?
You were awoken by the sound of a Pokeball opening and someone screaming, Wizardon!
What?
As you all look to the location of the voice, you see Rowyn wearing a wizard hat that's very blocky and is both pink and blue with eyes on it, and a small pixelated wizard hat on top of the giant pink and blue wizard hat.
So there's a wizard hat on top of the wizard hat.
Oh yeah, I thought I was wearing three wizard hats.
The other one's underneath your wizard hat of poryGon.
Ciara looks at Rowyn and is just like, what the hell?
Hello!
I met a friend.
The poryGon, there's a transformer noise as the poryGon shifts back to reality, and I'll link what he looks like, or they look like. Okay. And it just kind of floats around.
That was in your ball. Okay then.
Something like that. Yes.
He was in my wizard hole!
Ball.
I invited Wizardon here into my wizard hole!
poryGon. It was a...
Wizard!
Is he calling you Wizard Dan?
The Wizard Man!
That it is.
Okay then.
And who might you all be?
I'm Ciara.
I don't like that name. I'm gonna call you Without Kelly!
You don't like my name? Rude.
You have a new name. It's much better. It fits with Dan!
Just go with it. Just go with it.
I wanna do a thing. I'm gonna use Pokemaniac. Which states it's at will standard action, and I can make a Pokemon education check with a DC of 10. If I succeed, I determine the target's level, types, nature, and abilities.
And what's the DC again?
10, usually.
Okay.
But you can
Okay.
up that if it's special stuff.
So it's just like scanning what the Pokemon is, like level and all that? Like all of its stats?
Yes, pretty much.
Okay then. Yeah, you get it. So you know that this is a porygon. They are level 6. What else does it know? What do you
types, nature, and abilities.
He has the ability download. He is the nature quirky. And he is a fairy type.
Okay, so fairy type, not
Partially
not a normal
glitched.
type.
Nope. This is a mutant. Or, to be more specific, a glitched Pokemon.
Ah,
He is strictly fairy type. You notice with your frickin'... That's even a 19 because of the 2 6s. This Pokemon is fucked up. Oh, so every time you roll a d6 and you get a 6, it's a +1 to your thing.
cool. What do I notice?
This Pokemon is glitched. Like, it does not... Like, it should not be this color. It should not be this type. This thing should not exist.
But it does anyways.
It does. And it seems ecstatic to meet you.
It just is.
It just
Out
is.
of character, GDI 0.
I told Jason this was going to happen. He was warned.
I didn't tell her that because I would love to see her reaction to it.
GDI!
I see you are fairy type.
Indeed.
That's very unusual for.
Yes. Well, you see, I am a Porygon, and generally Porygons, he screams, have the ability to take over the type of a Pokemon move that has hit me, or other words, its eye turns into a little hourglass and spins for a second. Oh, where was I? Yes! And I am now a fairy type!
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm happy to meet you.
And who may you be? Squishy?
I'm Mettie.
Meanwhile, during all of this, Rowyn takes out his pixelated cherry bubblegum potion and starts drinking it.
And this is Doc. Hello.
I Rowyn.
Ah, a doctor!
Yeah, I am a doctor. But maybe not the doctor that.
Guys, I need AFK real quick. Be right back.
Okay.
Alright. Zero's dying.
Well, it looks like the porygon shut off for a moment. You just feel like out of character, like now we should just mess around for the moment. Wake up shenanigans. Rowyn, what are you drinking? And why are you drinking it?
It's cherry bubble gum. I found it in his wizard hole.
Cherry Why would you drink bubblegum?
It's good.
Is
Do
that
you want?
safe?
It's, as far as I'm aware, hasn't done anything to me.
As far as you're aware, you're gonna end up clogging up your lungs or something.
It's got bits that taste a bit staticky, like electronics, I guess.
So you're drinking computer or whatever.
Oh no, it still mostly tastes like cherry bubble gum. Would you like some? Anybody?
I think I'm good. I don't want to possibly die today.
I'm so sorry. I had to mute the cough, and in the middle of coughing, I threw up.
Ooh. Are you
Ooh.
getting sick by chance?
No, I think the voice is actually killing me.
Maybe it's too
I think
hype for you?
poryGon. I was in the middle of saying, God, this voice is killing me, and then I started
Out of
coughing.
character to Rowyn. This is what the drink does.
Oh no! I want to say now that out of character, Rowan is totally addicted to it.
God.
No.
It has a little bit of an electric charge that he just loves.
Even though he's a water type.
Oh yeah, that's why he loves it.
Both
One
Mettie
berry.
and Doc are gonna make medicine education checks because
On Rowan drinking this. By the way, the bottle he's drinking out of is square. It is a square bottle.
Oh my god!
It's made of pixels with a liquid that, like, as you watch it go down, is moving in small squares. As if it was from an 8-bit video game.
It's not completely gone yet, but most
Well,
of
no,
it.
you see that, like, as soon as he
Oh,
gets closer to like finishing, it just kind of refills slightly.
Oh, that's
Goes over towards Rowyn and smacks that out of his hand. You
poryGon is a table underneath it.
I was about to say catches it before. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Again, I keep calling you Mr.
It's just poryGon! Oh, I should be really
poryGon.
careful with this voice.
Yes.
I mean, maybe I don't have to go to school tomorrow.
Doc rolled
Oh wait, I'm not
medicine.
going to school.
Doc rolled medicine education to see if drinking digital bubblegum is good for you.
It's strawberry bubblegum. Mettie also passed me.
Strawberry?
Yeah, 16.
Okay.
I thought it was cherry bubblegum.
It's cherry bubblegum. It's
Oh, for a second I heard strawberry.
He did say
it's
strawberry.
me being very confused. But yeah, it what you can tell is he's basically drinking electrobytes right now. Like, that is small pieces of electronics, or like a little bit of electricity that tastes like bubblegum and cherries. It doesn't look harmful, maybe. It's really hard to tell, mostly because you've never seen this before. Like,
But-
ever. In all of existence.
Okay.
Listen, you can't find out about something without trying it. So drink excessive amounts of it. I mean, what?
You don't just go and drink everything though you find.
I need to name you Marcus. Jesus.
You
We're
might
not
want to
really
be.
intent though.
You might want to be careful of that, or you might pop.
Fair. Okay. Wait, AFK to get water in a minute. But, poryGon will be speaking in his normal voice. I will not be doing his voice as of now, as I'm
As
pretty
you
sure
know,
if I
it's
do,
killing
I
you.
will lose it again.
Yeah, don't want to kill yourself.
That's kind of funny, but
Yeah,
actually
like-
really sad that a voice is killing somebody in a way, even though it's not actually could actually be killing somebody.
You just cough and then it just, yeah. But yeah, you all just kind of stare at this pink and blue table with a wizard's hat on it that's holding a square bottle of electronic bubblegum juice.
I go over
Uh.
and I lift the table.
The porygon, you lift it and it just kind of floats there in place.
Rowyn just takes the bottle and just puts it in his bag, shaking his head no at Ciara. And he pats the porygon table.
Kind of glares.
Thank you, Wizardon. It is notably louder and more psychotic. You notice the what was it? The Pansol just kind of sitting in the tree, staring intently and very concerned.
Do we all notice it, or just some of us?
You all notice him, except Rowyn.
Question.
Huh.
Question, Rowyn asks. What's that thing? He points to the pencil.
It waves.
And why is it...
Sarah waves back.
Rowyn waves back.
The table grows around, waves back.
Can...
Turns to Rowyn.
Can someone explain
Yes.
to me what that is?
Exactly.
Rivari says, only if you can explain what that is. She points to porygon.
Hello?
What did you say?
A friend that was just, he invited me over to his house. We became good friends, and we're like, yeah, let's go outside to the outside world.
You never left your ball.
Simple turn.
Barely even know this porygon. What's it? And you're
It's
saying
just
it's great friends
porygon.
and everything already.
Do you not have another name?
The table's eyes move across the edge of the table and to Rowyn. It's kind of up to him.
Ah.
Why is it up to him?
Because when I was... He starts buzzing for a little. Because when I was designed, I was not programmed with a name.
Bear, scratch your search in.
Well, how about Jan?
Well, I mean, Jan works, I guess.
I don't know. Name you're comfortable with is fine with me. Miss porygon? Wizard porygon?
This is what I was generally called when people were shooting at me, yes.
Have people been shooting at you?
Not recently, but it is a thing that happens every once in a while when raiders find me in the world.
Or
A random name that comes to mind is Gregor for some reason.
I feel that name does not fit me. I was thinking... Not Colvin. I'll figure it out later.
how about Oz?
I like that! Oz. The table's eyes turn to Rowyn. What do you think about Oz? I like Oz. Do any of you have a curtain?
Why?
You do not notice the porygon behind the curtain.
Ciara puts her face in her hands.
And screams. No.
No,
The
she inhales deeply.
There's the Transformers transforming noise as it returns back to a porygon.
She inhales deeply, and then she points her hands together at the porygon and goes, "Boy."
It morphs itself into a pixelized, very squared face, Rowyn's face. It's like abstract art. I am now indeed the boy.
Oh, that's so horrible.
Rivari's just kind of poking at it with a stick. Like, what in heavens, or wasn't Arceus' name? Is what?
It's a wizard.
But wizards aren't wizards. But huh?
Whiz-biz.
Blah blah. Or just kind of
Oh.
like she's gonna. What's her tech education? Jesus.
It's
We have the tech
probably
nerds.
like 46.
It's 46 plus 1.
Oh, she took that thing.
Yeah, she's a Pokemon education of 3d6 plus 3.
Ooh.
That's an 11. So many threes. She's like,
Wow.
it's well, it's digital. The stick that she's been poking you with buzzes, fractures, and turns into a lollipop. She screams and drops it.
I believe poryGon are both digital and Pokemon.
Well, to be exact, Oz turns to you. Porygons are man-made Pokemon. We are digitalized and programmed in computers by smarter humans. Ones that are good with computers.
It's a ghost computer.
Do you have a body?
Its head just kind of turns and tilts into itself. I don't know, do I? The wizard hat floats midair as its head returns from its back and refolds. It just kind of stares at Doc.
Should it be able to do that in outside of the balls?
Is that out of character question?
No.
Rivari just kind of turns to Mettie and Doc. I don't know. See.
I'd have to do some extensive
Research, is that the word you're looking for?
fuck, I forgot the word.
Studies. Investigations.
Yeah, investigations. To actually find out.
Well, I am a digital construct, so it doesn't really matter what plane of existence I'm in. You see, I was once in this Wonder Mansion with a horsey, not a horsey, a ponyta, I think. It was kind of a ponyta. It had a violin. It hit me with it. It's no big deal.
Would I have
Good
to
job.
roll occult knowledge?
This is a joke. It's like porygon is basically a wild wasteland in physical form.
That is specifically a reference to Fallout Equestria or World Treasure.
Which is, I was referencing my character,
Yes.
Melody.
Melody.
I think it's Melody Rose at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Porygon's like, so what is this adventure? I already know what the adventure is, but where are we going?
Aren't we heading north?
His head like does a full 360 looking at everyone. Rivari just like takes a step back as it does. Actually, Rivari's gonna pull out her Pokeball and throw at Stompy. The little shield on looks around, looks up at the Porygon, and then slams her face into the floor.
Oh dear.
She groans. Here's another one.
Please don't give yourself a concussion, dear.
The shield on with a middle face looks up. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, but still.
There's an indent in the grass. The The Pan Soul looks a little bit mad. Whereas I think we should go. I don't know how long those two bugs have been fighting, but they're still going at it.
Oh,
You see the Weedle and the Scatterbug still rolling in a tumble.
If they stop while we're still here, we need to run.
You see they've made an impressive distance.
well, they're not bugging me.
Well, they're on the
If
other
they
side of the
stop,
bridge.
They will be.
They're on the other side of the bridge. They're not blocking you at all.
Bugging.
Oh. Ha! The poryGon starts laughing hysterically. I like this one.
Let's just move.
Yeah, Rivari's like right up with you. Okay, moving. I don't even have the energy. And she's like dragging Stompy by the tail. I don't even have the energy to mess with Rowyn.
How heavy is the shield on?
Really fucking heavy. Don't question it.
I just imagine her holding the tail and the shield and walking backwards.
Yeah, it's kind of Stompy's kind of doing that. She can't actually pull Shield. Shieldon's kind of carrying her bag.
Does the Shieldon have a name?
It's Stompy.
Oh, Stumpy, yeah, okay.
Her name is Stompy. Stompy is in a constant state of being done with the world.
Oh, poor Stumpy.
Yes.
So we're walking now?
Yep, you're walking out of the frickin' town, forest.
Mm-hmm.
And you're entering. You have a small path. You have to head through Route 3. Right before exiting. Into Santalune City. And if you all can, make some perception checks.
Yes.
How did I know?
Who's clicking the...
I think it's sweet typing.
Oh, okay.
Is that
That's
perception?
Don't worry about it.
Perception.
Percept.
Good job, Avari, paying so much attention. She's the master of eyesight. Her eyes are constantly closed.
Wow.
Let's see if Stompy does any better. Okay, Stompy's doing good. So
I have no words for my roll.
your
Can
Pokemon can roll.
poryGon roll or Oz.
Oz can roll, and so can your Togepi. Kaz? Kaz? Sure, Kaz. I think so. And your Murkrow can also roll sweet.
Yeah,
if she's out of her Pokeball.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take her just sitting on my shoulder, just like chilling.
So yeah, you can go through her stats and roll perception for her if you want. Because you rolled a 2. You rolled 2 ones. I think you see nothing. You see
I'm
less.
blind as a bat, even though stuff.
You see less than the girl with her eyes always closed. Your Murkrow doesn't, though. Your Murkrow sees the world. For us, it truly is.
She's my seeing eye bird.
Yeah, so it's a 14 from. I think that's Doc. 10 from Stompy. Mettie has a 10. 15 from Murkrow.
Mettie has
And
an
8's.
11.
Yeah, an 11? No,
Wait,
you
it
didn't
was-
roll any
yeah.
6s. No, wait, did you? Never mind, I was looking at my roll. Yeah, you rolled an 11. And then, was that last one for poryGon or Oz or Kaz, Jason? The last one you rolled? Okay, is Kaz in his Pokeball still?
Oz. I can't tell if this is going through.
Yeah.
It's going through.
Hello, can you hear?
Hi.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hello,
Can you hear
me?
us?
Hello?
Hello? Can
Hello.
you hear us? Is Zark hitting Jason again? I think Zark might be hitting Jason.
I can sort of hear you guys. So 3d6 is porygon, or is it Oz?
Oz. Oz is porygon. So that's porygon and or Oz and Kaz don't do that well. But all of you that rolled like all of you that rolled like 10, 13, 15, all of that. So the Murkrow, Mettie, Doc, and Stompy, who is still like near the floor, she's that short. You all look up and you see on the other side of the route a smoke rising to the sky.
Ciara probably just doesn't know.
Also, because I looked up what Route 3 looks like, as it's a very straight path, you see mostly deserty areas. You also see the town on fire.
Oh.
Do I see the town on fire?
Fire.
The town is very on fire. No, actually, you don't. You just kind of see grass.
I think I'm probably just looking at my feet.
You see like one patch of grass in the desert.
Hey, look, grass.
Who has the fastest fly speed?
That would be that would probably be Murkrow and Ciara.
Yeah.
Ciara, didn't she have
A
like
regular
7?
Skarmory can fly at. The sky for the Murkrow is 6.
I can tell you now that porygon has a levitate of 4.
Okay.
And it has a speed of 7. I can also tell you now that Stompy and Rivari are going to be the last people there. I promise you.
Well, the thing is, we can each pick up Pokeballs.
Fair. It's like put your Pokemon in Pokeballs and just kind of like fly over.
And Mettie can copy someone.
My sky is 9.
Okay, so we all... So Mettie copies... Mettie
Ciara.
copies you, and everyone else goes in Pokeballs. Then we
Except
fly.
Porygon.
Wait,
Porygon
where
becomes
don't see
a
anything.
Porygon becomes a wizard's hat and lands on Mettie's head.
I don't think you'll stay there. Oz, he called your Oz, right? If we're flying.
Yes, wait and see.
I would like to see you flying off into the distance.
Kelly,
But yes,
Who is Kelly?
you.
I can take you
The
off
Porygon's
the
eyes like look down. Yes.
but yes, can Mettie suggest this in character?
Yeah, you can. Stompy agrees with you frantically as there's a town on fire. She does not have time to give no shits about the world. The town's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of
We're
screaming.
talking about.
Santalune City is on fire. You could be pointed out, and if you look closely, yeah, the town's on fire. Everything's on fire.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay then.
How about Rowyn? And does Ciara agree?
Wait, what about Rowyn and Ciara?
Do they agree to that plan?
To fly? Yeah.
The plan is like for you, Ciara, and Mettie, who will turn into you. It'll be odd, but we'll get everyone else in their Pokeballs or Room Balls and just kind of fly you over to the city to get there faster.
Yeah, I'm good with this.
So,
is Rowyn here to agree?
oh yeah, are you being Zarged or are you here?
I think he's being Zarged.
Okay, then let's.
I am
just
bringing the
assume-
term into this group. Muhaha.
Let's just assume he agrees.
Yeah, there he goes.
Being Nvidia.
I think he's being Zarged. I think he'll come back. I think he's leaving so he can join. But yeah, you can all zip over to the town.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is on fire.
My soul is on fire.
It's so on fire. It's so badly on fire.
Mew.
Did you just say Mew?
No, I think
Mew.
it's a wee, like a fast car or something.
Mew.
Mhm.
Zoosh.
I never knew you was this fast.
Why haven't I turned into you more?
Don't go impersonating me.
I won't.
You see that Oz is surprisingly staying sat on your head.
Kind of mutters, why couldn't we have left that?
It is now on your head.
God! Shouts out loud.
Arceus disapproves of you. That's a joke.
Face palm is extremely hard. She has the red mark on her head now.
You almost crash into okay, you're not even flying anymore. But yeah, you got there really, really fast. You're at the entrance of town. You see people running around with buckets of water and throwing it on stuff. You see one guy with a bucket of with a tank of gasoline running towards a fire and then being pulled away by the ear.
Mettie will release everyone she's holding.
Everyone bursts into existence.
Which isn't a lot of people because wait, actually she gets Ciara's capabilities, so she can carry a lot.
Finally, I have strength.
Yes.
I am strong.
Are you really, though?
Are you?
Just as strong as you are.
Sweet mind, do you want to mute when you're typing?
Why? Can you hear my You're not supposed to...
We can hear you typing.
What mic is it using?
Probably the computer one.
You might want to look at that.
I don't know how to do that on Web Skype.
I'm sorry.
It's your settings.
I don't have a settings bar on Web Skype.
Yeah. We'll deal with it. It's fine.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal. If you can mute when you're typing, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that big though. It's not that big of a problem.
It bothers me. It bothers me to no end.
Okay.
It's okay.
This explains why it wasn't working sound-wise earlier.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
It's
You were
not
doing
helping the
something.
problem. She was flailing on her keyboard. To continue explaining how bad the city is, you see one person with a sledgehammer running and busting an arm off the Rosalade. Welcome back. The Rosalade fountain and water being sprayed everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sounds of sad people. It's like, oh, the fountain!
The sounds of sadness.
Oh, Jesus.
Jason, are you here?
Jason.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Can you hear me typing now?
No, your mic's fixed.
Yes, I got it.
Yay.
Woo.
And does it sound better?
Yes.
Yeah.
I believe Jason is here. So yeah, the city is burning. Everyone is out of their Pokeballs, and Rivari is frantically looking around for something to do. Stompy is stomping.
Doc will look for people who are wounded. And
You see a few people who are like being pulled out of fires by other people and like screaming, "We need a medic or something! Help!"
And we'll ask Mettie for the can he use the first aid kit since it costs AP and a trainer can do it?
What's the move exactly?
No, it's not a move. It's first aid kit required to use the first aid expertise feature. By draining 1 AP, any trainer can make a medicine education check on a target as an extended action. The target gains hit points equal to the result and is cured of burn, poison, and paralysis. Can Mettie spend AP via Doc?
Yeah, you'll lose one of your 5 AP.
Okay, Doc will then ask Mettie for the first aid kit and the 3 potions that Mettie has, and we'll then look for wounded.
Cool. You see Stompy is going around and using the move, like whenever like something like is falling, she's using Protect to, like she uses Protect a few, like you see her like looking around for the biggest problem, and when she sees like a building like about to fall on top of someone or something, you see like bubble like shield appear on the person as it slides off.
Oh my gosh.
You just see this small little shield-faced Pokemon, like, pulling them away.
Mettie will be looking for water-type Pokemon.
You see they're already at work, blasting the town with water.
Which one
You
is
see,
the most effective?
you see a water-type Roserade who is pointing its blue roses everywhere and just kind of spinning. You see that one spider Pokemon, the water one?
Oh yeah.
And it's like skating around and putting out as many fires as possible. There's not many water types around because there's no water nearby, really.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing their ever best.
Mettie will copy the one that's most effective. Use transform on them.
You were a mutant Roserade.
Yes, and Mettie will then use the most fire outputting move, basically copying the Roserade.
You know that the Roserade is doing Water Gun right now, but it does know Rain Dance.
Okay. Mettie will use Rain Dance?
The Roserade who looks over at you, they seem to realize, oh, that's a smart idea, and then proceeds to dance with you.
Okay.
And it starts raining.
Meanwhile, Ciara's trying to help get people out and everything.
Yeah, you are successful in helping pull people.
That's about all I could do.
Being flying and
steel
is would be very useful for this. Yes.
Yeah. What are you doing, Rowyn?
I don't think his internet's connected right, or
we can hear you.
There it is. Hi.
Yeah.
I can, since I'm Mudkip, I can use water gun, right?
Oh yeah, you are Mudkip. You can just start blasting water out of your mouth.
That makes a lot of sense.
100%.
Yes. You see poryGon rushes into a burning building. You see it start burning faster, and Oz rushes out in the other direction. Never mind, bad idea. I'm leaving now.
Oh my gosh.
The building proceeds to stop being on fire, and as the Oz is now gone, is fixed? Question mark. Like the building is fully repaired now that Oz is no longer in his presence. But yeah, you guys can put the fire out. You don't need to roll or anything.
Okay.
Put the fire out. I'm gonna just stomp at the fire while trying to get people away. That's about all I can do.
Turns out steel
I can use splash, but
turns out steel is weak against fire.
Oh, it is. It is actually. Like, if you're not careful, like if you get hit with some of the fire, it hurts bad. It's not gonna make you take any damage, but it's hurting. Just like there was enough rain and the water's being shot everywhere. Dang it, brother. That you're not burned too bad. But yeah, so eventually you all get down, and the Roserade, I believe it's a Roserade, it might be the pre-evolution.
Roselia? Roserade and Roselia. I think Roselia is the evolved form.
It's Roserade's the evolved one. It is actually a Roserade with the little cape and the mask and everything.
Okay then.
It's a water type. It's a water grass type, and you see that both of its roses are blue instead of one of them.
Mm.
And its hair is a light, almost grayish color like a cloud. Okay. And she and you see a human The human's about you would say, if you could guess, about 40. She's pretty old. She's wearing a badge. She's wearing she's actually pretty fit. You pretty sure she was the person dragging that one guy with the gasoline can by his ear. And she's wearing a badge that looks like a little beetle.
Is this a police officer?
I mean, Mettie, you can roll knowledge if you want, history. Because this would be in your permit of being old.
Wouldn't others be able to roll what is it? General education?
I think it's if there is no history roll, then they can.
Mm-hmm.
Though it'll be a little bit harder for them.
There's general education, and I believe the vault had books.
Yeah.
So
36 plus 1. Here's Rivari doing her job. Or not. That works too. Good job, Rivari.
Good
Anyone
job.
else want to roll for this? It's not
General knowledge.
Yeah, you don't need to if you don't want to. You just identify her badge.
I'm gonna do this. I got this.
Wow, Rowyn. That is 3 1s.
No, is it one? Oh.
He has 3 1s.
Plus
Rowyn,
one.
you're distracted as you haven't stopped water gunning yet. You're still just kind of over there going, ah!
2, 1.
Good job.
You're not paying attention. For Ciara,
all your Pokemon have a 2d6.
Wait,
in-
general education. It has a rank and then it has other modifiers. Do I have to add the plus modifier on it? Because
if you have it, then yes.
Yes.
I didn't do that.
What's the plus?
2.
Then it's a 10 you got. So yeah, everybody that rolled above I'm gonna say a 6. All of you know, and yes, your Pokemon can roll if you want, though. I mean, Rowyn, if you want your 2 Pokemon to outsmart you,
They can roll 2d6 unless they have specifically built for general education.
but all of you who rolled above a 6 can know that this is the old badge for the gym that was in this location. Though for
Everybody except Rowyn.
So Mettie and Ciara, and I think maybe Doc? Nope, not Doc. Mettie and Ciara, you know that it's not being used as a gym badge. It's being used as an authority title. But that's where she got it, is from the old gym. And she pats her Roserade on the head. It's like, thank you. She kind of looks all of you up and down, noticing the Roserade that's identical to hers standing in front of her. It just kind of sits there for a moment. Are y'all with the slaves the raiders are bringing through? Fucking raiders.
Slaves?
Wait, what?
Yeah, a few raiders came through. Generally, they're not much of a problem. They're in the route above us, and today we found a few of them sneaking through with fucking about 3 odd-looking people. Looked like they were Pokemon even. They were being brought up to the route above in the raider camp and seemed to be shackled and a little beaten. Swear the one of them was cursing about something, and he saw us looking at him. He was angry and he set the town on fire.
No, we weren't with them, but that sounds awful.
Yeah, for slave is no. Well, technically, slave. They're fucked up. Y'all, it really fucked up. Fucking. She looks around. It's gonna take so fucking long to get this repaired.
Wait, this is in character. We were headed up that way to check on Paul, right? That people things might have happened to, right?
Is a vault up north?
Um,
The fuck's a vault?
That's what we were doing, right? I'm not completely stupid, right?
yeah.
That is what you're doing.
Yeah.
But she
Okay.
doesn't know she doesn't exactly know what a vault is. She might have like some knowledge, but it's very unclear. And she also doesn't know where the position of every vault is.
Ciara's thinking that these might be people from that vault.
Well, as she said, they look to be part Pokemon. They might be from
Yeah.
your vault.
That would make it even worse.
Dun, dun, dun.
Va-da-da, poryGon Oz says. And he kind of looks to the sky. You getting this? Silent treatment, I see. Oh, you too. He just kind of looks back. Never mind.
Okay then, I'm not gonna question it.
And Oz slowly drives Ciara insane.
I'm gonna learn to ignore it.
So Rivari, who will like be like sad face, like, well, where they went up to the route, right? Yeah, that's where they were heading. Fucking, thank y'all for helping with the town. Wouldn't have been able to do it without y'all's help. And the Roserade bows to Mettie, like a cordial bow.
Mettie will bow back and then turn into a Ditto.
The Roserade will proceed to be like, what the fuck?
Has the Roserade never seen a Ditto?
Well, it has, but it hasn't seen one this big.
Oh, careful, it might eat you. Ciara
backs up.
says that.
She backs up and doesn't seem to be saying anything, but just kind of makes the what the fuck face.
Nah. She only eats one person.
You hear, you see Rivari's eyebrows wiggle.
Ciara tries to hide a giggle.
Stompy face plants the floor again. The gravel pathway is now dented.
Stompy, you should stop doing that before you break somebody's stone.
You hear a sound of crunching. Oh, bye, sweet. Make your internet cut for a split second. Kick her again.
Rowyn, I think you can stop now.
You still there, Jason? Hello. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can stop water gunning now.
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah.
I fail at life.
Welcome next week. Oh yeah,
Thank
Rowyn
you.
will stop water gunning the non-fire and can join the group.
Welcome back.
How many resources would Darkhead you have used on healing?
Let's say you use the full effective medical kit in about two of the 3 potions he brought.
Dark does have wish.
Does that grant HP to other people?
Yeah, I can copy the thing.
And how often can he use it?
Daily ×2.
Okay, so do you want him to use 1 or 2 of them?
He'll use as many as people need.
He was only going to use about 2 potions, so if he used 1 charge of wish and 1 potion, then he'll have 2 potions left and 1 charge of wish left.
He had 5 potions total.
Oh.
A wish
Well, yeah.
at the end of the user's next turn, the target regains hit points equal to half its full hit point value.
So yeah, a few people are getting healed, so I can say you can use as many wish things as you want. You can use them both, or you could use more potions. It's really up to you.
How much double Double use 2 uses of wish.
Okay, well you'll use 2 uses of wish and 1 potion.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So remember to mark that down, and so yeah, that's good. You see people starting to like get up, and the one guy who Doc did not heal because he only had a ear being pulled pain, and it wasn't that important. He's just kind of whining. He's still holding a can of gasoline though. But yeah, the woman you guys have been talking to is like, how about y'all come down to my my office down the street, and we'll talk about whatever the fucking raiders are doing now.
I think that sounds like a good idea. What do you guys think? Hello?
Sure.
Vari nods,
Okay then.
nudges Rowyn. Nudge, 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 nudge.
Rowyn may not hear us. Rowyn may be hard of hearing.
Rowyn is zarging, I think. Or being distracted by someone. I don't know. Also, I'm going to say, because Allegra's player has not been here so far, Allegra is... she would be following you, but after helping you all put out the fire with Mothman, they are proceeding to serenade the town with their beautiful music and screaming.
Oh dear God.
You see Mothman trying to calm down a baby Pokemon.
Wait, if there's beautiful screaming, can Ciara join?
You can, but you're being dragged along eventually.
Ciara attempts to run over and start shrieking.
You can do that for a small amount of time, but the plot drags you along.
Somebody just pull me along, be like, you can't stay here.
The Roserade grabs you by the pant leg and tugs on it, and then points in the direction.
Oh.
She nods.
Oh.
And then points.
Just goes.
She
After
pats you
for a few minutes.
She pats you on the back of the leg as she follows you, and you all enter the bug gym. You see, it looks to be that they're wooden and almost metallic floors built over what you thought was a gap. You see some part of the floor in the back room is this spider web that's connected to it. It looks walkable almost. It's really weird. You see desks. You see a few makeshift cells. The town itself was very ramshackle. There was a bunch of metal, almost sheds built around, wooden sheds. Generally, places people can sleep. There's what looked to be a almost busted Pokemon Center that was boarded up. A Pokemart, which is being newly established at the moment, and a few other just wooden shacks for people to live, along with a broken Rosie statue. And yeah, y'all can sit down at a desk. She'll pull up a few chairs and boxes and stuff for y'all to sit in.
If Ciara gets a regular chair, and just sits in it with her backwards.
Okay. Rivari will sit on a box and hold Stompy in her lap. No one will question why she can hold Stompy so well when even she can't even carry her full bag. Yeah, you all can take a seat. Everyone can sit down, and so the woman goes, "Nice to meet y'all. Who are you?"
I am Ciara. Sarah. I can't speak. Mm.
She nods. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hi, I'm Mavari. Waves. Nice to meet you too. She turns to the next person in line.
Is she speaking Pokemon or human?
This is the woman. The one with the badge. She's speaking human.
Okay.
Because that's all she can speak.
The
She's just a
2-foot-tall
human.
Ditto says, I'm Mettie. This is Doc.
Nice to meet y'all.
Doc, he's asking who we are, so I'm just explaining that.
Yeah, we can't understand the thing y'all Pokemon are saying. No offense. I mean, y'all want Pokemon, are you? Guys.
Well, I mean, partially.
Rory cracks and knuckles and goes, technically we are Pokemon hybrids. Humans implanted with Pokemon DNA so that we could have minor genetic modifications.
Ciara flips her tail up slightly.
Like that. And Rivari stands up and flips a flap on the back of her, on her vault suit, and a small burst of fire bursts out from her lower back. Don't make me lap my butt.
Doc will chuckle.
And she stops the fire and puts the flap back down and sits down.
Yeah, as she said, though sometimes that might be a bit too technical.
Righty.
I'm too technically also partially human. I may not look like it though.
Yeah, I can imagine. I never thought what would happen if you put like Ditto goop in a human blood. Is that what happens?
I guess I am the result of that.
Ew. Note to self, tell Jeremy not to do that.
Oh. You have someone trying to do that?
He's a druggie. He was high on something like a week ago, and he was like, I'm a fucking find a Ditto and put it in my blood. He's in the cell over there. And she points to a man wearing pants on his head.
You should definitely not put us Ditto in your blood. That's absolutely terrible for you.
That sounds that sounds bad for both health parties.
Yeah, it will kill you.
Both parties' health.
You see the man with pants on his head nod very, seriously, with a very serious face, and then proceed to raspberry a few times.
Tries not to start giggling because serious face and not so serious attitude looking seems hilarious.
He's still not wearing pants, but
tries not to crack at laughing.
The woman's like, nice, yeah, introduce myself now. Say that Rowyn will, introduce himself when his character puts back, and they would introduce Pokemon if they could talk. But she's like, my name's Jenny. Nice to meet you. This is my partner Pokemon. I had a name for her. Damn it. This is my partner Pokemon Gage. Don't mind her. She took a vow of silence years ago. She doesn't talk much.
But why did she take a vow of silence?
I don't know. She never told
Silent?
me. She grins. Yeah, she never said.
Sigh.
Dark chuckles.
She's also like, and I can't understand Pokemon, so I don't know. Engaged kind of flower pant. She face plants with her flowers. Face palms. Yeah. And the Rosary does a respectful bow to you all. And there goes Jason. Zarquai.
Poor Jason.
Poor Jason. I was gonna say, it's like, so y'all from a vault, man. That's what you were saying? You came from a vault? Ish. So I think
Yeah,
that's
we
what I
are.
heard. She nods. I don't remember any vaults being around here. If I don't know what a vault is. Fine. So, thank you again for the town. It's really hard to keep a town mostly made of wood from burning down. And when you have some fucking stupid, she starts almost screaming towards the door, fucking stupid kids trying to put fucking gasoline on it, isn't that right? And you hear the sound, shut up, Mom!
Oh my gosh.
And she like picks up like a rock off her like the ground, something hucks it through the door. Ow!
Were they putting gasoline on the fire?
Remember that one boy that was dragging by the ear?
Yeah.
Fucking idiot sometimes. Love you too, Mom! Shut up!
Sounds like a good family relationship going on here.
He's a good boy, just not that bright.
Don't throw rocks at your kids.
That'll
He's
probably mess
fine.
up his head more. I mean, what?
He's fine. Don't worry about him. He's tough. Tough enough to want to... She yells, tough enough to want to fucking put gasoline on a fire 2 feet from you! It was a good idea in my head!
But not in theory. It was a good idea, but
Your
on
head
execution.
needs to get checked! Man! I'm going to hang out with Jeremy! You don't accept any of the fucking drugs he tries to give you! Man! There she puts back. Sorry about that. So, y'all probably wanted to know about the slaves we saw heading from the raiders.
Yes, please.
Fucking... Okay, no one that came from the... She pinches bridge of her nose, thinking. There was... One of them looked like... One of them looked like... He had a... She's stressing to think. Fucking... One of them looked like he was like a Growlithe. He had this like sharp fangs, a tail, big old puff of blonde hair. There was one that was I think it was a coffin. It was like pepper skin, bone, skull on the face. Welcome back. Fucking blowing out smoke. Didn't help with the fire. And I think there was a Charmander in there too, but he busted out, I think. I think he was one of the reasons everything was on fire.
Makes sense.
Did
She screams out of... She puts up a finger and goes, yo boy! Did you ever find that Charmander kid? The one with the fire in the tail! And the claws! You know, the one that looks weird! You hear the boy scream back, I'll go looking for him, Ma! And you hear the sound of running. And you hear the sound of the man in the cell. Where'd my pants go? And he's like patting his head. I swear I had them on.
Oh my.
I feel indecent. My hair is exposed. He's very high. I'm having fun with NPCs.
Yes, you are.
A few minutes you all can wait and talk if you want, and you see the boy dragging in a unconscious body. I found him. He was under a bit of wood. He's like a bump on his head. And you see the boy now. He has reddish hair, almost blondie, blondish red. He's blue eyes, pretty skinny. He has marks all over him. He's bandaged most places. Generally looks not in the best condition, but doesn't look bad per se. It's like old wounds almost. He just kind of like hucks the Charmander person on the Charmander mutant on the table. Didn't wake up, and I dragged him half a block.
Who
gonna
here
have
has
to-
medical experience?
I'm gonna want to have a look at this.
That would be a great idea.
Rivari's like, I can help.
Both Mettie and Duck will go up and have a look.
Yeah. Rivari will join you.
Shall I?
And Rivari will do nothing.
Ciara would just stand there and look on.
So at 23 and a 17.
Am I dying?
Are you better?
I think
Fucking
we'll just
hell,
find
Mettie
it.
and Doc. Y'all doing
Did you
some-
just roll?
20, 23 and 17.
Yes. Could Doc
So-
be using the
Medical bag? Yeah, you'll spend another AP for it, but yeah.
Yeah. I'll take those two off.
So yeah, so eventually you, Doc, and Rivari hands you the medical kit. She doesn't really do much helping. But eventually you all, you eventually get him to wake up. And I'm going to pause this scene and move on to another one real quick. Kelson, unmute. Kelson, unmute.
It doesn't help that I accidentally muted my headset.
There you are.
Good
So-
job.
We're going to quickly hop back in time a little.
Really?
So, real quick, everyone take. So, this is about half an hour earlier. You're with your friends. You have just frequently escaped the vault. You're with a coughing and a Growlithe hybrid. And you're kind of just like sitting by the river. Like, you knew the people left the vault and was like, you knew they were leaving soon. You thought going to the forest was a very stupid idea. So you cool kids went to the river. That's what the coughing said, at least.
Oh God. Okay. Just for the fact is, I don't know if everyone saw this, so I'm just gonna drop this into the chat. Should I describe for the people listening?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
I'll put the image up on stream for the people watching. Ooh.
All right. So for the people, watching, that's what he looks like. Is this going to just be an audio version of this? Because if it's just going to be video, it saves me trying to describe him.
You can describe him anyway. I mean, this is gonna be video, but
There's no harm in it.
yeah.
All right. So he's fairly skinny. He's wearing more of a, I guess, like an olive outfit, sort of like a vault suit, but it's more geared for maintenance than anything else. On his shoulders, he has the Badge of Valor. If anyone's ever played Pokemon Go, you'll know it exactly. On his pocket, he has like the old fire badge, kind of like sewn into it. He also, instead of like the regular Charmander's kind of orange scale, he has more black scales. As his hair is also as black, he also has like what could be mistaken as like markings on his face, but that's also part of his scale since he's hybrid. And his tail is regular fire. He's wearing black shoes with 3 white markings on it. something he's just kind of picked up since he was a kid. And since he's kind of like chilling around by the water, he's probably like preemptively getting some food while he has his little...
tail.
Huh?
Cookie it on his tail.
Yeah, pretty much. And pretty much kind of chilling with him, mostly just hanging out on his head, is a Tepig wearing a pair of shades.
They're the most badass shades you've ever fucking seen.
This is some
That
completely anime shades.
Oh yeah. Hella anime.
he's kind of accessed some of the old pre-war archive that was in the vault.
Yeah. There's a lot of anime in the vault you all don't know about.
I think Mettie has consumed every piece of media in the vault.
Oh dear.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
Explain some
consumed.
things. I mean, what?
So,
Yeah.
pretty much after, cooking some of the fish, because I assume that would probably be the closest thing there.
You have some good old roasted Magikarp.
Also some berries for Tepig, because Tepigs are herbivores, not omnivores.
The Growlithe happily will take food, though.
Of course he would.
The Growlithe just kind of like drooling over the Magikarp the entire time.
So pretty much he kind of like splits it off enough to kind of get him to going, and then he has some prepared for on the go, just in case they can't get to stop and cook something.
Yep.
And he pretty much my character, for those who are listening, name's Ryhn Blaze. Just kind of, after cooking everything on his tail, which, knowing him, he'll probably cook and walk as he go, because he can angle his tail around. He's the mobile kitchen.
Yep.
So, where exactly would I be placed?
What do you mean?
Well, am I just going like around the forest, essentially?
At the moment, you've basically almost skirted around the forest a little. You're like, at the moment, you and your two friends have taken a moment to stop at the riverbank. You see at the other side of the river is like a plateau almost that goes up and is pretty hard to climb, especially with the river going underneath it. So you guys were like gonna skirt around the edge and stay out of the spooky forest that looks very dangerous, and also so you don't burn it down.
Which is Ryan's reason for going in there.
The
He's
coughing
not
was
scared.
the coughing was like, I guys, I don't know if I know we're not like scared of anything, but like we're gonna fucking burn the forest if we go in there. Don't think we should do that.
You mean I'll burn the forest?
He points to Growlithe, who's like burning the food more as he noms it. You'll both burn the forest.
Yeah, you're totally not scared. I mean, you could just, puff the forest into submission.
Yeah, and my fucking gas would make the fire worse.
Let's just go.
Yeah. And he's gonna like pat the Growlithe hybrid on the head, and he pops up. Where'd it go? Where'd he go?
Oh dear God. And Ryan just is going like, and I hang around with these two. Why?
They don't seem to have partner Pokemon with them. They're either in the Pokeballs or just like not walking out with them. But the two are like, follow your lead, and as you're going, the rest of the party, confused why you didn't hear this. Mostly because you haven't out yet. You hear the sound of gunshots, or you can assume to be gunshots. You haven't heard that many guns before.
Well, you could argue this because his job in the vault was maintenance.
Yeah, you've heard something similar, and you know this is loud, and it's ringing. Your ears hurt. The Growlithe is in pain. You just hear guns, and you hear the grass next to you being hit. You hear laughing. You see...
Well, Blaze is just going to pretty much grab his friends and duck down and then take the Tepeg off his head.
Yeah. The whatever you're like ducking behind is being shot. The coffin goes, I knew this was a fucking stupid idea.
Well, if you didn't like it, why don't you go back to the vault?
That'd be so good if I didn't get shot.
Dive into the water.
Oh, yeah. It's not gonna help. I'm still gonna be fucking shot.
Did you miss out on fluid dynamics class or something?
Yeah, I slept through it. I always do. Am I gonna need to swim in a vault?
The water purifier?
It's not a fucking job.
I'm really questioning why I hang out with you two. Well, maybe not the Growlithe because, fire. You... Yeah. And Blaze is just going to kind of like slowly kind of raise his arm and use the reflection from his, it's called a Pipdex, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My brain was about to say, Pip Boy from was like, wait, something's wrong here. And try to kind of like get a view of what the fuck is hitting the rock.
You see, it's very hard to see. It's like these people wearing leather straps, spikes, no shirts, just generally like belts and stuff.
So general bad news looking people.
Yeah, they have assault rifles. And you hear Manic laughing from the plateau above you.
Oh, lovely.
Yep.
And
could you make a perception check for me?
Fuck me. And here's where all the shitty rolls start happening, people.
Oh dear.
Okay, context while I'm looking this up. When it comes to rolling, I end up rolling shit. Period.
I feel you. It's either really bad or really good, nothing else.
Alright. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, you don't hear it. Your Tepic can roll, though.
Alright, let me go see what my Tepic is. Or did I... Nope, that was me. Fuck. Oh, of course. My Tepic's a little bit more observant. Watch me roll shit for... Oh, fuck you too, Tepic!
Your Tepic, you've noticed on the guys with the guns, the Tepic is like pointing out there's a spinnerack climbing down the side of the cliff.
I'd like to point out something to you.
Mm.
What can Ryhn do that we talked about?
Burn things?
Okay, through the telekinetic link, Spider Boy up ahead.
Yeah, you could also talk to Tepic.
Oh yeah, but it's one of those. I have the ability. I'm gonna use it.
Yeah. So yeah, you notice the spinnerack, which is like looking at you and just kind of sitting there staring into your eyes, waiting.
Ryan's kind of raising up the tail, just kind of the look of "Don't do it."
It stares at your tail, makes chittering noises. There's no conclusion. It's just chittering noises.
You're gonna make me roll this, aren't you?
What are you doing?
You'll intimidate it.
That is an intimidate roll.
Did I not say you're gonna make me roll for this, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I did. Hey, there's a skill for it. Might as well use it. That's not bad.
Oh, at least there's a 6 in there, so that's a 10.
Yeah, that's a 10. The spinnerack kind of looks a little intimidated at the idea of, oh fuck, I could be roasted right now. And then it starts chittering loudly, and your tail is almost shot as the guns are all pointed in your direction.
Did I let the might as well at this point figure out it's raiders kind of get too close?
You don't know what they're called because you're new to the wasteland, but you know they're people with guns shooting at you. And their character, yes, they're raiders.
Yeah, more out of character is why I said it.
But no, they're shooting at you. Your tail has almost been hit like 3 times by now. You probably should pull it down.
Yeah. He's gonna pull his tail down, but it's pretty much... It was just enough for the... was it Spinnerack? Say it?
Yeah. The Spinnerack,
Yeah,
who is still staring at you, and its chittering has turned into laughter.
How close are we to the water?
You're practically next to it.
Alright, then essentially what's going to happen is Ryan's going to grab 2 friends and dive into the water with them.
You dive. You're in there for very soon as something wraps around your neck.
Son of a bitch.
And you start being pulled out of the water.
What am I being pulled out of?
You're being pulled out by the Spinnerack and the raiders. Pulling a string. Use string shot. You see it shoot 3 more as it wraps around the necks of your friends, and you're being pretty much hung. Almost.
I'm going to take my claws and kind of tear at it.
You successfully tear at it, and as you start falling, it shoots and wraps around your body, not hanging you anymore, but pulling you up. Your claws are tied to your side. And all of you are pulled to the top of the cliff, and before you can do or say anything, all of you have machine guns in your mouth.
Damn it, I was going to... I'm going to use my psychic ability to the Spinnerack and call his mother a cockroach.
The Spinnerack stabs you with poison sting. You
first
feel
off,
horrible.
hold on. How did it know it was me?
The point, it stabs all 3 of you with poison sting.
Fuck.
I'm not gonna make you any damage because this is like a past situation, like a flashback.
Okay.
But yeah, you're pretty much knocked out, and 3 of you awake, changed up in this little like cage that 2 of the raiders are like picking up and dragging along, trying to be sneaky. You hear one of them shrieking, "I am the snake!" before being slapped and stung by the spider, who is sitting on the top of the cage and hissing at you.
Okay. So he's just saying, I am the sneak?
Yeah, well, he was. That's what woke you up, and then the raider got smacked in the face.
By the Spinnerack?
By another raider.
Do I have anything gagging my mouth?
No. No, you don't. It's a pretty bad headache, though.
Oi, did a pipe fall in my head again?
The coffin goes, "No, we are fucking hit upside the head." You were first, actually. It looked painful.
Remind me to hit you later.
He laughs. "I don't know if we'll be alive later."
Good point. Whaps him in the back of the head with the tail.
He like coughs a bunch of like smoke in your face.
Yeah, it's because that's going to do anything.
The Growlithe hybrid just kind of curled up on the floor, like talking to himself. It's like, so what the fuck are we gonna have this one?
Okay, explain the situation around us, please.
You're sneaking through like the back, like behind hedges and things. A group of raiders are like holding the cell. They kind of be like, "Why the fuck are they heavy?" Kind of look on their face as they're like trying to lift the cell, the cage, and like hold it and walk along with you all.
Okay, are we still being bound by the string shot?
Your arms are chained with metal chains behind your back. You seem to be handcuffed.
Okay, I can work with this. Brian's going to use his tail to heat up the chain in the middle.
You immediately get hit by Poison Sting. In the tail.
Uh,
The Spinnerack stares at you.
okay. I'm guessing I'm knocked out again?
No, but it hurts a little. That was more less of a knock. You actually weren't knocked out by the string. You were hit in the side of the head with the gun. Like one of the raider that had its gun in your mouth hit you in the head with the stock.
Hold on. How much heat did I get onto the chain?
You got a little before you were proceeded to be stung. It was almost instantly. This one, the Spinnerack seems to be staring you like only you, dead in the eye, and watching everything you do.
Tell me about the raider. As a player, not as a character. Tell me about the raiders around me.
The raiders are your generic, very chained up, leather bound spikes, generic douchebag raiders.
Okay. I want to use telepathy on the raiders.
Go, what are you saying?
I'll give you a choice. Song 1 or Song 2?
What?
I'm going to let the DM choose. Song 1 or Song 2?
2.
This is the song that never ends.
You hear one of them scream, and you see people in the town look.
Somebody once told me that.
That was the actual other song.
You hear people in the town go, huh? And they look over, and you see what the leader guy wearing a spider mask. He turns, goes, motherfucker, and then starts throwing a Molotov into the town.
I bet. No, I'm sorry.
You're tossed.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Rammstein's Firefly. Start singing that one.
You're tossed around in the cell as the raiders proceed to try to escape the town as it starts to burn to the fucking floor.
Is the Spinnerack staying on top of the cell?
It's being jittered around and is not paying attention to you as it's trying not to be flung into the distance.
Now I'm going to do the full fire to the chain thing, and once it gets hot enough, which that small of a chain will not take too long from direct heat, I'm going to pull the chain apart, at least releasing my strength to my hands, and then proceed to essentially do the same thing to friends and then the lock.
I'm going to say you can do to your friends, and you're going to,
If I have to do Ember, I will. To that lock.
I was going to say, not for your friends, you do what you did and you tell them to break the chains. You do need to use Ember for the bars, though.
Okay, hold on. Do I know the Growlithe knows? Do I know the Growlithe knows a fire move? Or
the Growlithe is petrified right now. He's generally the rough, tough, and pretty headstrong. He is in complete terror and is afraid to do anything.
Okay. I do have a question for you. Could I technically use Calm Mind on him?
What does Calm Mind do?
It's technically a self thing, but it's more I'm wanting to kind of string it along with telepathy.
One moment.
It's a Pokemon move. I'm more in the sense of, calming him down.
You're trying to use it as a, RP thing. So yeah, you can do that. He's calmed ever so slightly.
And he's pretty much in now kind of using telepathy as a sense of command, and pretty much telling him to use the fire move with him, Bread of the Lock. More heat, faster burning, and then pretty much saying as soon as the lock is, book it.
Yeah, he opens his mouth and proceeds to blast the fire along with you. The coughing is using it's like using smoke screen to fuel the fire so it burns more.
Okay. And does it take long for it to break through?
Yeah, you break through the bars and you're able to get out, but as you're going out, the cage jumps and the other two are slammed against the back of the bars.
Mm-hmm.
And you get shot at. Like there's a machine gun sound as it almost hits you.
How close?
You might have almost been like shot straight through the tail.
What's to the left or right of me?
Hedges and like an open field.
Oh, this is going to be a bad idea.
Or town. It's like the town.
So just like open streets?
Yeah, you see everything burning.
I'm going to try to go over the hedge and kind of like do a whole go around.
You can proceed to jump over the hedge and try to do a whole go around. The bullets zip through the hedge and you're nicked a few times. You don't take too much damage, nothing too big that isn't healed.
Just like a scratcher here.
Yeah, like a mark, like a cut. It hurts a lot, but you're able to go around
and while I'm grabbing around, I'm going to grab the nearest swingable object.
You grab a mailbox off the floor. Like
Works
a busted box.
Like post and mailbox, or just the mailbox?
Mostly post.
Works for me. I'm assuming it's on fire.
It's on fire. Everything is on fire.
Alright.
You see a kid running out of a house with a can of gasoline.
Can we say my Tepig escaped with me?
He's with you, yes. He took the opportunity.
Okay,
He's oinking furiously. No. You can
going hog wild.
Yes.
Okay.
Hog wild.
Alright, so what is going to happen is pretty much going to use telepathy to relay commands, and Tepig pretty much as the roundabout, because they're more trying to escape. They're not going to expect someone to go directly at them because of the fire. I'm having Tepig use Heavy Slam on the cage to knock the other two idiots out of the cage.
Again, you go to, and can Tepig... What's the AC for Heavy Slam?
2.
Okay, I want you to roll a d20 for that.
You're having me roll a d20?
Yeah, because, you need to hit the AC.
For an internet? Okay.
Your C?
Okay, there I rolled my d20.
Oh, fuck you.
Yes.
The Tepig hits the cage and it fucking goes sailing. You see the Spinnerack fly into the distance, screeching the entire time.
Spinnerack is blasting off again!
Screeching?
You see a sparkle in the sky. You have made a mortal enemy.
He deserved it. Nobody shoots my tail.
You see the boss guy who wears a spider helmet. It's like, Spinny, no! And he pulls his machine
You know what?
gun.
Hold on, no. As soon as his eyes is off him, Ryhn is going straight for him. And if he's close enough range, I am going to fire an ember.
Okay then.
Another d20?
Roll it. Yep. This is a special attack.
Fuck.
Yeah, no, I don't even need to do any math. You fail, and as you go to hit him, he turns and bitch slaps you with his machine gun. you you know how the spider went flailing off into the distance?
Did I go into one of the houses?
He knocks you through a wall. Tepig watches as you sail over him and burst through a solid wood wall. You leave a hole that looks like you through it.
And all you hear through the telekinesis is, "Ow."
Do you remember you controlled the Tepig?
The Tepig the Tepig's gonna be pissed and gonna try to go for a heavy slam.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. What's the damage for that?
For a heavy slam, let's see here. Heavy slam is 1d8 plus 6/11.
Roll 1d8 plus 6. This isn't initiative right now, but yeah. So roll that real quick. Oof. You hit the leg, and Tepig hits the leg, or Blaze does, and he hears the bone snap in the man's leg. It sounds like it fucking hurt. And
by any chance did the guy drop his gun?
No, he's holding onto that with dear life. So what's Tepig's defense? He's just plain old defense and evasion? The stat?
Let's see. That's the only other thing I didn't get a chance to do, because I was asking you about it and I forgot to put it in.
Which one? It's your stats.
Well, yeah, but I forgot to put it in for Tepig, because the information there. It's probably low, to be honest.
1 second. Let me look it up, the base one. The base for Tepig. Tepig's base defense is 5. Jesus. So yeah. So let me roll something. 20. Jesus Christ.
Also keep in mind it also has speed as well.
Yeah, I know. So that professional stats, and he misses. Tepig feels the air rush behind as he almost hit him in the face with his gun as well. And the man's like, "Fuck it, you assholes!" And he points to 2 of the raiders. "Get the fucking idiots in the cage and move them!" And he starts limping away.
With a broken leg?
Fuck yeah, he's mad. He's going off adrenaline.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
He's not gonna be happy later, but he's going. And you see your 2 friends hauled out of the cages, and being dragged by their you pretty much see them get hit in the face again, and dragged through the mud and through the fire as they rush off.
Tepig is just pretty much gonna kind of snort at him and kind of go run after Ryhn.
Yeah. Blaze finds Ryhn sitting in a collapsed thing of wood, mostly covered and just kind of in pain and unconscious.
Well, the Tepig is just gonna pretty much, until he gets pulled out, he's gonna try pulling with, and when flashing forward to the scene, the Tepig is pretty much just trying to help move Ryhn a little bit more cautious than, Chucky or McChuckerson.
Yeah, Blaze is able to stop him from dragging him through mud and stuff.
Yeah, but as soon as, flash forward to the scene, he gets chucked in, Blaze is just going to bite the kid.
Oh! Robert deserves that.
And the Blaze is just going to kind of snort smoke like a huff, and then walks over to Ryhn.
Blaze can barely see him as he's on a table. But yeah, the scene catches up with time, and Mettie and Ciara and Doc and all the others see Ryhn wake up.
I swear if it was a pipe this time, I'm gonna murder the coughing.
You look around the room and see no one you knew from, like, whenever you've got something. Are you pretty sure?
This is
Actually-
not my maintenance room.
You see Mettie and Doc. You know them from the vault.
Okay. Here's what Ryan's going to do. He's going to say, "This is not my maintenance room," and oh shit. And that's the oh shit is when he just sees them.
Hello there,
It's like-
Ryan. I'm surprised to see you here.
Not so much the other way around. I'm sorry, I can't resist. I have to be a smartass.
It was good. It was good. I'll give you that one.
So,
I take it that whole house thing did happen, didn't it?
I have no idea how you got here. I have no idea why you got here, but I am tempted to march you right back to the vault.
3 problems with that. 1, you have a mission. 2, we got a rescue. And 3, I'll think about later.
Or is he in trouble? I feel like I just have a feeling.
Roy's like, he's totally in trouble.
Who do we have to rescue?
Ryan's gonna hold up his finger and going, and the Tepig just answers Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Their names is Cole the Coughing and Carrie the Growlithe.
Are they
Tepig's
literally
just gonna
named
call-
the coughing?
No, that's just the hybrids they are.
That's the title they picked up.
What,
And no,
what are
Tepig
their
is still gonna
names?
call him Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Oh, okay. So Cole and what?
Carrie.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Did you drag them out here?
No, they followed.
Ryan, why?
Why what? There's many a whys. Shorten the
Why
list.
did you leave? You knew it was dangerous out here.
One.
Young, stupid, and crazy.
1, I didn't have much back there. 2, I made sure maintenance was covered. 3, I heard enough stories about out here. I wanted to see it for myself. 4, I'll think about later. 5, adventure. And 6, attic. And he kind of just slumps.
Roy just kind of look over. It's like, I mean, part of me wants to help the headache. Part of me wants to leave it.
Tepig kind of growls at the whole "leave it" comment.
Stompy stomps over to Tepig, standing about the same height as him, her metal face staring into his eyes.
Tebik has
Behind
a
the
name,
shades.
Huh?
Huh?
Tebik has a name, right?
Yeah, Blaze.
Yeah. Okay. Don't worry, Blaze. I'll fix him up.
Yeah, Blaze kind of turns and nods at you, and then turns back like to Stompy and just kind of do Tepig version of growling,
Oinking furiously.
snorting furiously.
Doug will take a look at the headache.
It's not that hard to fix up. It's just like, he's been thrown through a building.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to
Yeah.
ask him about that.
How did you get hurt?
The door.
Looks like
The kid's like,
almost
was this
looks
dog
like
talking?
you've been thrown through a building.
Well, there was that instance in Sea Wing.
is this Doc talking or Mettie?
Doc talks like this, and Mettie talks like this. So,
Okay, so-
yeah, it's Mettie.
One's the higher pitch than the other.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'll specify who's talking usually. Tired right
Yeah, I'm
now.
only
it's just-
asking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only asking because if it was like Mettie, the boy was to be like, I found him in the building. He's actually gonna say, it's like, I don't know what's going on, but I found him in a building under some wood.
I think actually Mettie speaks Pokemon primarily. I think everyone in the vault does.
Yeah, that makes sense. But he's the boy because, just some English because humans, but he's just gonna point out because, he feels it's relevant and he hasn't been able to say anything, so he wants to put his 2 cents in.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I found him in a building under a pile of wood that was almost on fire.
It was a brick.
It was wood.
It was mighty, and it all came crashing down.
There's a hole in the wall. Like, there's a hole
Zero,
in
please
the wall.
tell me you got my joke.
No.
The song.
Yeah, it escapes me.
She's a brick house. She's mighty, just letting it all hang out.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Wow,
Yeah,
Zero.
My reference was wasted.
No.
I get it. I know what it is.
I don't get it either.
You people.
Okay, when you both get a chance, go to YouTube and look up Brick House. It is a song.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Because he was in a building, there was a hole in the wall.
I was
And
cheap shotted.
how did you get there?
To the house or here?
Both.
To the house, I walked partially. I was caged partially. I was thrown partially. And I can only guess here I got here was I was dragged mostly.
You get into this human, they're just like, yeah, that was totally me.
Captain kind of goes over and bites again.
Ow! Fucking hell.
And it just snorts. Like a little
Yeah.
puff of smoke snort.
The boy, not knowing what to do, snorts back.
Tepe kind of grins. It's like, do you really want to try this?
The boy, not understanding any Pokemon, as he is not a Pokemon, begins to snort more.
How close is the boy to Tepig?
The Tepig notices the water Roserade behind the boy, staring him down, and then proceeds to jump up, grab the boy by the ear, and drag him away.
Ryan's just gonna kind of raise his hand up, going, ha ha.
The boy flips you off.
His pointer finger just kind of flips over to a middle finger.
The woman, what was the name I gave for her?
I've derailed you badly.
I can't remember what her name was. It was Gage and was her name?
You
You guys
didn't
remember?
write it down, did you?
No. What was the name of the sheriff lady?
Did you
I never
actually
caught
give her
it.
a name?
I did.
I don't think you.
I never caught it.
It was Gage and something else. Ellen, do you remember?
I think that's a no.
Damn. Fuck. New names, then.
I think from this point on, you need to.
I'm writing it down.
No.
I'm writing it down. So I'm trying to remember it. Hell. Damn it. No, it was Jenny. It was Jenny. I gave her the name Jenny. Because, like, Officer Jenny. Yeah, Jenny just kind of pinches the bridge of her nose. What am I gonna do with that boy?
Like Officer Jenny.
Yeah.
Ryan's gonna kind of look, kind of like. I'm assuming the way he was tossed, he was like landed on his back.
Yeah.
He's just gonna like lay back, lean his head back, as teach that boy not to toss people.
I mean, he learns from the best. You see the pantsless man in the jail cell go, yeah, she's right.
One, what the fuck? Two, put on the pants. Put the pants on correctly. Three,
That's not gonna happen.
Teach your boy not to toss injured people, unless it's him. Points to the guy in the cell.
She laughs. Yeah, I can do that one. And he's high.
7. He just goes 7. I'll think later. 8. Medic.
Again?
Well, was he actually fully healed?
Yeah, you're healed.
Okay.
You have a
Oh.
small headache because of course you do, but you're healed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then forget that last one.
No, he still says, medic, you're fine. Meh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we might as well go save Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Where are they?
He kind of raises his finger, turns to Tepig. Tepig kind of shrugs, and then they both turn to Jenny.
I assume you mean your friends in the cage. The ones that got thrown around a bunch?
They both nod.
Yeah, they were dragged up to the raider den up in Route 4. It's very much hope they're not dead or being sold. God's yelled from a vault, you know what the fuck I'm saying.
I can take a pretty good guess.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're guessing.
Do you have those? Takes a moment, pulls up his pep decks, goes through files. Guns! Guns, that's what it is.
How many of us have guns over here? The raiders took most of them. Well, your Pokemon and Rose right here, and I can deal with most things. I mean, maybe like a 10 mil, but mostly it's like someone's personal protection they wouldn't want to give away.
You fight a tornado.
No. She just kind of looks over at Rose right. Can we?
You said anything, you should be able to fight a tornado.
The Rose Raid just like shrugs, like just makes a face.
Okay, the Rose Raid's the one that has that silent pact, right?
Yeah, a vow of silence.
Telepathy!
What do you
Like-
say to her?
Like, can you have any ideas? Because he's just kind of groaning because of the headache.
The Roserade, you hear a very quiet. This is in your head, of course. A very quiet voice say, "This is the human mutant boy, right?"
Ryhn just kind of nods. Of course, to everyone else does not have a clue why he's nodding.
The Roserade nods back at you and goes, "What do you want to know?"
Any useful information?
The raiders are pretty savage over here. If you're not careful, they could kill them. It's too soon for them to be sold. Our raiders over here prefer to personalize and break their slaves before they sell them. You should be good if you head out soon.
Oh dear.
Anywhere we could get weapons, because after the last time, I don't want to go in without something.
Normally we'd probably have some, maybe some, melee weapons or something, but with the fire, where a lot of our stock is busy trying to repair their homes. You have your Pokémon, and you all seem very capable. If you don't go alone, you should be fine. Welcome back.
And then pretty much one last thing. Jason!
Woo.
He's gonna pretty much kind of generally speak this. Can I get a map?
The Pipdex rings in your the rings on your wrist, and all of you also ring. And it seems to take a little bit longer than normal, but the Pipdex rings. Santalune City! Markers found.
I thought I fixed you.
The poryGon pops into existence. Hello!
No.
Ryhn is gonna go start the point, going and just stop and going. Then turn back to Doc. You said I got fixed. Sorry, I couldn't.
That was good. I have to give you that one. That was good. Does Doc respond to that anyway?
Ellen?
Ellen. You there?
Sorry, I was reading rules.
Oh, okay.
What happened?
The Ryhn saw poryGon or Oz and it looked at Doc and went, "I thought you said I was fixed."
You are.
Turns back to the
As best I
poryGon.
can.
Oh, that's reassuring.
Oh no, you're
Yeah.
fine.
I'll then gonna look back to the poryGon and can I roll a technology check?
You can if you want. It is
Okay.
still a pink and reverse colored poryGon with a wizard's hat.
Alright, I just had to go check the number real quick.
Oh Jesus!
Fuck yeah! I know this
21.
fucker.
Oh
You know-
man.
Jesus, you know very well this is a poryGon. You know that it's some fucked up poryGon that somehow went from a normal type to a fairy type. You know that its data is fucked to no end and beyond repair. and that it is like not supposed to be ever existing. Like it never existed and it existed at the same time. It's always been there and it's never been there. It's a glitch in reality, and it looks like it wants to stay.
Reading that off. You're reading that off a script, aren't you?
Nope.
Bullshit.
A script in his brain, maybe.
It's a Schrodinger's porygon. Hello.
At this point, Ryhn just kind of sits up. His tail still kind of drooped. It's like, okay, your voice is like a 9. Can we bring it down to a 5?
That
or
won't
2,
happen.
Or 0?
Just a warning. That's not gonna happen. No matter how much you're gonna make it get worse.
Whoa!
I just love the fact that Zero laughed at that.
You're gonna make it worse.
Like, he's gonna go pretty much kind of like, before you go into it, name. And just points at it.
I am Oz! Pay no attention to the porygon behind the curtain!
Face palms again has a red spot is bigger.
He's gonna turn to the rest of
Avatar! Don't ask what that is.
He's gonna turn to the rest of them and is like, at least he's not great and powerful, right?
No, that's my cousin Trixie! I'm kidding.
Inhales deeply. Boy.
I'm kidding. I don't have a cousin.
Good.
Ryan's gonna go, no, not good.
Why is it not good?
He's living data. What can you do with data?
Hey, thank you.
Repeat that one more time.
Thank you.
Okay, what can living data normally do? Or data in general?
Don't ask me. I don't know.
It can be copied.
It can be copied, it can be exported, it can be downloaded. This is Rivari like listing off things.
Inhales deeply.
Oh.
Inhales extremely deeply.
Is that supposed to be a rhetorical question?
Shrieks.
Okay, I'd roll it. Rivari pushes.
Wait, hold
Rowan.
on.
Rowan,
Okay, hold on. Did she actually scream?
Yes, she shrieked.
Okay. Ryan's gonna turn. Your streak is at a 9. Can we bring it down to a 5, maybe a 3 or a 0? That'd be nice. Thank you.
That's not gonna happen. You don't know her. She's still pushing Rowyn into Ciara. Calm her.
She's just covering her face with her hand. She's just covering her face with her hands.
And then Ryan's going to turn back to Oz, going, as for you, which one caught you? Or which one did you catch?
The Rotoma's body, his head stays where it is, but the body moves, and its tail, turning into almost like a tank cannon, points at Rowyn, and then
you want some tail? Whip.
And then there's a smoke, as then a rod with a flag that says "bang" points at Rowyn.
Turns to Rowyn. Good luck with that. It goes back to the porygon. As for you, stay out of my Pokeball. Stay out of Blaze's Pokeball. Stay the fuck out of my Pip Dex. And if I have to fix any one of these Pip Dexes, you might be already glitched, but I will make that glitch hurt.
Can you corrupt the porygon's data?
I'm pretty sure that's already happened.
You're trying to turn. Someone's like, I won't corrupt. I will fix. That's worse.
Or completely destroy so it doesn't
You're
exist.
funny. He turns to the ceiling. Isn't this guy funny?
There's nothing there.
Out of character, you all feel someone staring at you.
Still yells, there's nothing there.
porygon turns back. Where were we? Oh yes, he turns into a hat and lands on Rowyn's head again.
And then you pretty much... You know what? Okay. Telepathy again.
You see Jenny sitting there holding her ears. Why is it making loud robot noises? Ow.
Jenny turns like...
Oh, 'cause you can't
I'll explain
understand
in a moment. Hold on. I'll explain in a moment. Turns back. I had my thought for a moment. Give me a moment. Like... I will state one thing important. Telepathy, sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows just start playing into porygon's head.
You hear back even louder.
It knows the song!
Yeah, it plays back louder.
Like, can you make it
Why?
disco?
You hear a death metal rendition of it start screaming in your head.
No. What? This is out of character, but no, why?
It's like, we're gonna have to work on that.
It will continue until you break the link.
No, he says that, verbally.
Yeah, it will continue until you
No,
break.
I mean, pretty much after, it starts going, he breaks it and goes, we're gonna have to work on that.
The hat's eyes rotate along its body and look at you.
I'm surprised you haven't asked for my name.
What is your name? Rowan's ears hurt as the hat screams.
Ryhn Blaze, or you can just call me Blaze for short.
Okay, blaze it!
Oh, it is a fire.
Ciara snickers.
It's like,
And
well,
who
it
is your little friend's name?
420.
The tap pig just looks... Okay, hold on. Owen, what'd you say? I didn't catch that.
420.
Yeah, I can see that joke coming. The tap pig kind of like snorts, looking not pretty much unamused by this. Like, I'm Blaze.
Not amused, so he is amused.
Not amused by this. He goes, name's Blaze.
But I thought he was Blaze It!
No. I'm Blaze. The awesome.
I will name you 420! And you'll be 420 Blaze It! Ha ha ha!
I think you either gave Jazero the joke or stole it.
I stole it!
It's like...
That was out of character.
And the porygon exists where there is no world. So thus the
Damn
fourth
it,
wall
he
is...
breaks the fourth wall.
He took the drill dozer to it. He tried to
drill
kill
dozer?
me with a drill dozer. Yep. It's a drill and it's a... Hey, at least it wasn't a forklift.
Yeah.
It's pretty much gonna go... I can live with that. It's still fire.
It's Bossing saying, this is the wall. Here's the drill.
I love how Ryan's like, you can call me Blaze. As his Pokemon named Blaze is like, okay, hi, I'm Blaze. Like, my name is Blaze, and this is my partner Blaze.
That's kind of the joke.
It reminds me when I was like little and I named my Pokemon after me, and then named my Pokemon partner after me. So basically, I was Zero with my Pokemon Zero.
It's like...
Yeah.
There's no
Ryan kinda
game.
gets up.
There's no character. Just nothingness.
Then Ryan just kind of stands up. It's like, all right, we got shit to do, and just starts shuffling his ass out of the house. And if he comes across the kid, just gibs him in the back of the head.
The kid is playing poker with the pantsless man, the head pantsed man in the cell.
He's
In
gonna
the
walk
cell.
over to the kid. It's like, we can hear what you hear as sounds from the Pokemon are English to us. Also, whap! Gives the kid. Yeah.
He turns and punches you in the gut. Surprisingly, it doesn't hurt as much as you thought it would, but it does hurt a little.
The Tepe comes over and bites the kid again.
He reels back his foot and is dragged away by the ear by both Roserade and his mother. You got both!
It's like, worth it, and shuffles his ass out of the house.
Rivari looks to Mettie.
So we should follow him, right?
Rivari pointedly looks at Mettie and then looks at Ryhn and then looks at Jenny dragging the kid by the ear.
What?
She's gonna wait till Ryan's not looking, point, and then point.
Mettie's gonna shrug. What? What?
She's gonna go to Doc and then do the same.
Doc's gonna shrug.
She's just gonna like slumps. Never mind. It's trying to be funny.
Sorry, I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like that kid's being dragged away, so that'd be funny if he was being dragged away.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, pretty much as Blaze catches up with Ryhn, Ryan's just going to lean down, pick up Blaze, and stick him on his head and continue walking.
Cool.
Oh,
I love how nobody questions the whole Tepig on the head bit.
No one questions animate. No one.
my
questions
bird is
Tepig.
my bird. My macrow was on my head. Mm.
It's a bird perch.
The Murkrow has been very quiet recently.
The macrow likes quiet.
So it must really hate that porygon.
Yes.
Everyone hates the porygon.
Not
Mine is a
quite.
careful. Mine
Except-
is a careful nature, not a quiet nature. But hey,
Oh yeah, I would say Rowyn's probably after comforting Ciara is like sitting there drinking his square bottled juice. Which Ryhn can notice the fact the bottle is a fucking square too.
If he's like, how was he holding it? Like out drinking from it as
It's like-
Ryhn was passing.
It's a bottle that's like pixelated and it's like a square. You're just kind of chugging it.
Well, no, I was just asking, was it out while Ryhn was walking past him?
I don't know if it was out and where he was drinking it, but that's up to Jason.
Jason,
I'll say yes. It was out.
Ryan's just gonna kind of stop, look at it. I want some of that later, and just keep walking.
Will do.
casually glares at both of them, and just says no.
Don't get addicted to digital products.
Can we say Ryan felt the glare from the back of his head?
I mean, it depends on how intense the glare was.
Do I have
You-
a move? Do I have that as a move? I don't remember.
Do you have Lear?
That's what I'm checking.
You could always do a focus check.
Yes, I do have Lear. She uses Lear.
Just feel free to RP. This is your. We'll say like
Okay.
you guys have left the building. You're kind of like walking through the town.
Pretty much, okay, at the leer behind his head is like, love you too, princess.
Rivari's like, hey, no, bad, ruin my ship. Fuck you. She doesn't actually say that. She's like, screw you.
Does she actually say screw you?
It's just the kiddiest version is like, hey, jerk face, poopy head, stuff like that. She's like trying to avoid it.
Just like Lear's after he says that. If you drink that, I will literally just take you and throw you in the air.
She's very strong and she can fly.
You did fling me into the ceiling once.
She looks at her. You probably done that.
Probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
But of course, you did wreck that generator, and I had to spend a month fixing it.
Was that her directly or her family screaming?
It was her tossing him up in the air and him landing right on top of it because of her.
So that's why Rowyn had the burns that day.
I don't remember
You
this.
told me that.
I don't remember this. Oh well.
Burns? What burns?
The ones when you came to the room and you looked like you'd been thrown into a generator.
Oddly specific.
Hmm? I have no idea what you're talking about, Rivari.
I feel like you both made an agreement that it never happened.
What happened in the generator stays in the generator.
Am I missing?
Literally.
Am I
He
missing?
knows.
Actually, Rivari's like, wait, Rowyn, you're out, and I'm more awake now. She digs into her bag and walks over to you and hands you a love ball, and then walks over and hands Ciara one, and then just thumbs up and backs away. Eh.
I know where we got this, but
Just it's not important. The skeletons weren't using it.
yeah, Kaiser just looks at Rowan and be like, there were 2 skeletons in the forest that had these. We picked them up. She fixed them up.
Pretty much after hearing the 2 skeletons, Ryhn is going to kind of turn and look.
Yeah, we raided some dead bodies. What are you gonna do about it?
Nothing. And Rowan is slightly red in the face and looks like he's about to attack Rivari.
You see Stompy doesn't seem to be giving a care, and Rivari's just giving you the most genuine smile she can muster.
I think she would give me a horrible smirk.
It's hard to tell
the
with her
fact
eyes
that I'm
always
listening to
closed.
Tron while we're doing this.
Her eyes are always closed, so it's kind of hard to tell. But she's giving this like cute little person smile, like "Hi."
Do you think these actually work? Because I highly doubt that you would be able to use
I fixed them.
Okay.
You two just need to catch like the Pokemons. I'm gonna be quiet now.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, pretty much Ryhn is kind of slowing himself down and kind of walking next to the kids like they're letting it on a little thick. Subtlety.
She nods at him. Thanks.
Casually pockets the ball in pouch, bag, whatever. English good.
Yes. Rivari fist bumps. My job is.
Casually looks at Rowan and is like, your face is red.
Must be my type as a fairy type.
You hear?
Hold on. Wait, hold on. At this point, I kind of want to have Ryhn mess with his pit bucket beam. He's like, yeah, my bullshit detector's going off.
you hear Ryhn hears Rivari mutter, I'm pretty sure his type is flying type. No, just. She's like a few winks and nudges at Ryhn.
Ciara kind of just has a very flat face.
And Ryan's gonna just right.
What do you say, Ellen?
Aren't you a water type?
Hello, Alabaster.
I have another person now.
Hello.
Yes.
You have missed the insanity.
Oh, yes. We'll introduce Allegra to it. But yeah, what was Jason? Doc has just said, aren't you a water type?
Yes and no. I don't even know myself.
poryGon beeps up. He is a water type human who is a fairy type trainer.
Can you turn that thing off?
No.
Rowan,
I'm
does
just gonna
it
make
have an off switch, please?
Let Oz be free. Let him be free. He hasn't.
He hasn't what?
Ryhn is just gonna make. I was like, how else is he gonna make a big splash?
Also, at this point, Allegra, because you're here now, Alabaster, Allegra has been very quiet recently. She kind of like as soon as they entered the town, stopped the fire. Allegra, to catch you up on speed, catch you most up to speed. At the beginning of the session, Rowyn came out of his room ball along with a new hat, which was a porygon that screamed "Wizardon" as it exited the world, or entered the world. Has now been causing shenanigans.
It died.
Yeah. And so Allegra, after the town had been burned down, I'm going to say, is it out of character that you and Mothman went along the town using your music and Mothman's soothing screeches of painful terror to soothe people?
Ciara also screeched a bit.
Yeah. And at the moment, you all are all walking to Route 4, and you can find the party along with their new Charmander, Hybrid, and Tepig party members walking towards Route 4. So you can
the Tepig is on his head. If you look in the chat, there's a image. I don't know if you saw it earlier, but that's what
I saw it.
Yeah, just making sure.
So you see the rest of the party, along with the porygon hat screeching.
So nothing to that?
I am not sure how to respond out of character.
I mean, you can respond in character.
Let alone they respond in character.
I heard something about a town burning down and soothing.
Was not my fault.
And now I just have no clue where to go from there.
Okay, so to explain it in more detail to make this easier, so you would after some shenanigans with Rowyn's new Pokemon, Oz the porygon.
The glitched porygon.
Yeah, you all made it your way down to Santalune City, or up to Santalune City, in which you encountered it on fire, as everything was burning.
Not my fault.
Yeah, no. After the party was able, NPC-wise, Allegra helped everybody put out the fire. After the fire is put out, I had Allegra out of character because, you weren't here. I had her go around and, use her music to, help people deal with the fact almost everything they loved and owned is now on fire and has been burnt. So
Gasoline kid.
Yeah, as you were doing
for some reason, I just see him singing Rammstein.
Yeah, but as Allegra's out, doing whatever she's doing, eventually you do meet up at the party as it is now, along with the new member. So yeah.
She's gonna turn to the. Has she been introduced to the new member?
You were introduced to Oz the porygon, who is very loud, even almost rivaling Mothman. And this you do know Ryhn, as he is a mechanic in the vault. I'm not sure how many interactions you've had with him, but your father's probably
a lot if it comes to fixing equipment or
and of course the fact that she works in the food area.
Oh,
Allegra works in the food area.
Yeah, so there's at least been enough interactions.
So you probably know Ryhn, if casually. He wasn't supposed to be out here, basically.
Never out here.
Wait, Ryhn, when did you get here?
He's going here as in this moment, or here with the party?
With the party. Sorry, I was spacing out for a while there.
You were thinking of a new song, weren't you?
Maybe. And
That's
maybe I was
probably-
trying to come up with several.
Alright, sum up. I don't know exactly how long, because apparently I was chucked onto a table.
After being thrown to a building.
Does the porygon say that?
That was Rivari.
After I was wrongly thrown through a building.
It is probably where you probably deserved it.
Or the person who threw him was an ass.
That's
Or
also
both.
a thing. I wouldn't say the word, but yeah.
Well, I said it for you.
Thank you.
And so, yeah. And I swear to God, if you ended up breaking your screen again from your screeching, I will slap you. It just kind of like points. It's like, now we on mission go help Tweedledee and Tweedledum. And at the same time, the Tepig says Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Do you know that it's Carrie, the Growlithe hybrid, and who's the one? Yeah.
You gotta keep better notes.
Damn, sheesh. Freaking. Give him a good name. Yep. Anybody remember it?
Started with the K.
Who are we talking about?
It's
Coughing.
the coughing.
I don't know.
Carrie the Growlithe and
Was it Cage?
It was Cage, yeah. Or Cade, one of the two.
Cade with a K.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Cage and yeah. See, those are who you
Oh,
got.
Cage was in the cage at one point.
Yes. If his name isn't Cage, then whatever.
You'll go back and listen to this.
Yeah. If his name
And
isn't
make better
Cage,
notes.
then comment and Ellen will tell me. Yeah. Yeah.
I will tell you what.
If I messed up the name, and if the coughing isn't actually named Cage.
Oh, okay.
So
I meant more along the lines of how come you're not in the vault anymore?
kind of just he looks at you as like, I went out the door.
And they let you?
One, I do the maintenance on the door. Two, I'll think later. Three, I already made sure everything was covered. Four, like they could fucking stop me. And five, nobody really gives a rat ass except for when I fixed her shit, so I'm pretty damn invisible to everybody else. Even with a giant glowing see me light behind me. And his tail kind of flips back and forth.
Oz goes, I feel like this numbering thing is gonna be a recurring joke.
And 10, maybe. But yeah,
Well, then.
that's Ryan's response. Let me know if the numbering joke actually gets too far.
1, okay. 2, I'll think later. 3, let's go on.
75.
Profit!
One Pokemon, 2, 75, 3, profit.
If you upload this, that has to be the title for this one.
It's Ellen's decision, but I will accept it.
Delete. Close.
Sorry,
Okay.
I'm spacing out a bit.
Is
Same.
it getting tired and stuff?
Bro.
I'm gonna try to pull it to an end. I know Alabaster just got here, so I'm gonna try to do like another scene, if possible.
No, that's okay.
Okay. Well,
I'm good with this.
I'll at least get you guys to the edge of town, so you guys can get to the edge of town to exit Route 4. It's kind of like reflect on the fact that y'all are about to go fight people with guns.
Reflect. We use reflect.
I don't know that move.
Neither do I.
Stompy goes, I know, protect. Does that work?
Yeah.
Totally.
And Ryhn goes, I can burn shit.
And I can
Rivari-
slice shit up.
Rivari raises a finger and then slowly lowers it as she remembers she can't light stuff on fire.
Ryhn just kind of taps like, you'll
Yeah,
get there
light stuff on fire like that town.
She sneezes.
That was
out
not-
smoke.
Like, literally just says like, you'll get there some level. And then turns like, I didn't do that. It was the Molotov cocktail that did that.
Were you the one that threw the Molotov cocktail?
No, I was in the cage.
Okay.
Being pestered by a Spinnerack that I sent flying in this... No. And
Oh
it's like,
no,
yes, the-
Spinnerack!
No, and then the Tepe is like, no, that was me. It's like, right. Blaze, pointing down, or pointing up to the Tepig on his head, knocked the Spinnerack into space. It even twinkled.
Man, I could have caught that.
Twinkle, twinkle, little Spinnerack.
Yeah,
I have a feeling it's going to come back. So,
you know the
There's time.
Pokemon.
Bite
The
you.
Spinnerack was already caught and was going by one of the raiders.
Oh, well, that's different.
You don't know that, but Blaze and other Blaze do.
I did Blaze and other Blaze.
I'm clearly prioritizing the Pignite, not the Pignite, the Tepig. Clearly.
It's
Clearly
like,
that's a more important one.
and then Ryan goes, though technically it was caught, but if we get the Pokeball, then yeah.
Okay.
I don't know which one, so make just like the old sections of the vault and take it all.
I feel like you weren't supposed to say that out loud.
And I suppose, following his speech rather than that, I don't care.
Good for you! I'm losing the voice.
Why is everybody shouting?
Why are you shouting?
I'm not shouting!
Don't kill yourself again, Zero, with the voice.
I will not puke this time.
And then, no, it's like, but since this is a journey, we need to fix something. Goes to his pit book, switches over to the radio tab, hits the first thing that's lit up, and suddenly it's Star Spangled Banner. Nope, second thing is lit up. And it's whatever this area's radio station is.
Yeah, good.
Allegra feels slightly hurt.
Slightly. Just slightly.
I scream, you scream, we all scream. Please come, it's awkward. Please come, it's awkward. you see, as you all are screaming, you see Jenny poke her head out the window and go, "Shut the fuck up!"
They started it.
I don't care who started it, I just like to scream.
I'm not screaming. What are you talking about?
Mothman screams.
Yes, this whole screaming thing has been Mothman.
Yeah, and Ryan's gonna go, your voice is a 9, I'm gonna need a 5, then a 2, and a 0.
Screams louder.
This is a 5. What are you talking about?
Well, you still need to hit the 3 and the 0.
Hit the 0.
Oz is
You
gonna
caught it, yes.
Oz is gonna float over to Blaze number 2. And go,
Which is...
why did it escape me? Ryan. Just go, your new name is Numbers!
Oh dear.
Because
Well, I do
you
play-
like numbers!
Well, we have to have data. And data's made out of numbers. computer data is ones and zeros. Those are numbers. And thus, you
Stop.
are numbers.
I
Thus,
eat corrupted data. Nom nom. It floats over back to Rowyn, turns into
Well,
a
I
hat
guess
again.
eating corrupted data is better than regular data. I guess.
Chocolate.
The fuck?
pudding.
I can't
Very
tell.
What?
Chocolate.
So, okay, my
I
question is,
remember
what's playing on the pip decks? I don't want to set the world on fire.
Yeah, it's
That's
that, but
probably
every
why.
once you hear that, but every once in a while you hear Charmander, Charmin.
Just with the words fire.
Wait, so if that
Char-
thing eats corrupted data, does that mean
Charmander.
he's drinking corrupted data?
Yeah, totally.
That
Rowyn
was
is
in character too.
yeah, totally.
I'm gonna really want some of that.
It's probably shocking him a little. I'm surprised he keeps drinking it.
Remember my threat when you think about that.
No, the whole corrupted data. I have ideas. Zero might hate me, but I have ideas.
Who is this Zero?
No, I didn't say that in character.
I'm joking.
Just-
It seems like a good place to leave it if I've
Oh
ever seen it.
God!
If you can get that stuff away from Rowyn, you can have do whatever you want with it.
The fourth
Does-
wall.
Anybody have a cup or anything?
Rowyn, no.
Mariah will kind of like dig into her bag. I don't think I have some. I mean, I have this like travel mug.
Ah, that'll do.
Sorry, no.
Thanks. Okay. She actually takes
Searches. Okay,
She takes-
I'm gonna say that Allegra like searches through all the camping equipment that her mom just shoved in her and pulls out like 8 different like those camping tin mugs.
She
Oh, that
stuffed
works.
her
Or
stuff
whatever.
in her, so she didn't even put it in a bag. She just shoved it in her mouth or something.
And Ryhn would have made sure he had gear to go with him that he probably made himself.
avoided Rambo Carp at all times.
No, for some reason I just can see Ryhn and Rainbow Cart being friends.
Rambo Carp.
Friends! Quotation marks.
As
Well,
much fun as Rainbow Carp
when
is
she-
with bagpipes.
when she goes psycho, not the best days to face each other, but generally understandable.
What makes you think that she goes psycho?
She's
The
always
stabbing
been
of the
psycho.
bagpipes.
Always.
Stabbing of the bad
No,
pipes.
no. I was implying that she's always like that.
Ah, that makes sense.
Well, there's some times where she's not. I have to fix everything.
Yeah.
So it's the gauging for his compared to the gauging of all the time.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
shall
yeah.
we do a send off?
So, do you guys mind if we Oz do one part?
I could see Oz doing the beginning part.
Anyone object to Oz doing the beginning?
Who's doing the last part though?
I was thinking Ryan because new.
All right.
Okay, so if no one objects, object or hold your peace and hold your
Look, look.
ears because this is gonna hurt.
Phoenix Wright, sit down.
Take that.
Objection. Okay,
I swear, if Oz can see through the fourth wall, God damn
only
it.
slightly.
Only when it's funny.
Okay, so Oz is definitely our Hodge.
I'm going to have to draw this thing.
You've seen what Oz looks like, haven't you?
Well, yeah, but at some point I'm going to end up doing a group shot like I did Ryan's profile picture.
I'm putting Oz in there again. Okay, so this has been Fallout Mutated Kalos!
Oh, dear God.
Join us next time when we set some raiders on fire. Thank you for
That's why
listening.
I'm going to
Hope
tear
you
that thing
enjoyed.
off your arm and and play my own music. God damn it. I do the travel music around here, okay?
Okay.
Uh,
And unless you want to do anything more, Zero,
it's good.
thanks for listening and good night.